Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi and today we're going to be talking about how to make yourself so magnetic that literally everyone, especially SP, falls to their knees for you. I've been getting so many SP questions on my TikTok. I've been posting a lot of response videos, but I figured I'd make long form content on this page. So if you guys find this interesting, keep on watching. Forgot to mention, as always, my one-on-one coaching is linked in my description and on my channel page. So if you want me to help you get all your desires, especially SP, you know where to find me. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first and foremost thing that I want you to do is grab a blank piece of paper or just simply write this down in your phone notes app. But I want you to dump out how you currently view yourself in terms of relationships. Do you view yourself as used and abused? Do you feel like you always get cheated on? Do you feel like you always get the short end of the stick? Do you feel like you just keep attracting the same asshole over and over again? I just want you to get as specific as possible and write this all down. And along with this, I want you to write down what you've experienced so far, how you've been treated, how people show up for you, and just in general, what do you expect out of a relationship? And on that same page, I want you to write down how you view yourself in general as a person. Do you view yourself as confident and magnetic, or do you look at yourself as kind of weak, unloved, unvaluable? How do you assume and expect other people to treat you? And do you treat yourself with respect? Do you treat yourself with love? If you're someone that is or ever has been a people pleaser, I know some of the tendencies is putting other people before us, putting them above us, taking care of their needs before our own. And if that's the case, we're gonna need to change that, because the number one priority should be yourself. The attention should be on you. And I don't care how selfish that sounds, because if you're not putting yourself first, realistically, who will be? So after writing all this stuff out, I want you to take a step back and look at what the common denominator is. You might be surprised to see how much you actually contribute in all the relationships that have happened thus far. Do you see why you might have not had the relationship that you want? Do you see why people show up a certain way to you? Do you see how some of your thoughts about yourself or the situation might be contributing to why it's panning out the way that it is? This might be a harsh realization, but honestly, it's almost relieving, because you know that those circumstances were created from you and your assumptions, expectations. So just as easily that you created them, those can be unlearned. They can be unwired. It's just the conscious effort and attention, which we'll talk about a little later in the video. But you hold the key to the freedom of having the relationship that you want. Like, it's literally all up to you. So what I'm going to need you to do is turn inward and put the focus on yourself. You are the spotlight. You are the pedestal. All the things you're going to be talking about, thinking about, it's going to be revolving around you. This is your universe. You're the center of your universe, and everyone else is just living in it. They're just side characters. Shower yourself with the love and adoration that you seek from other people. Find what your love language is and give that to yourself. If it's quality time, take yourself on a picnic. Spend time with people that you love. If it's words of affirmations, shower yourself in beautiful, lovely affirmations, telling yourself, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am the best of the best. Anyone and everyone would be lucky to even be in my presence. Which, regardless, we'll talk about this after, but affirmations, your inner dialogue, is another thing that we're going to be working on. Your love language is gift giving. Buy yourself something that you've been wanting for a long time. Treat yourself. You should be treating yourself. The love and obsession you're giving to the other person, put that inward. Put all of that energy that you're expending on them and put it within. You'll be surprised how much better you feel and how much more energy you have left over afterward to give to the other people. But your cup should be filled first before you pour into other people. You can't fill other people's cups with an empty cup. Like I said, put yourself on a pedestal. You should not be looking at anybody above you. When you obsess over someone, you're making them unattainable, because you're looking at them at such a high value and you're like, I'm not worthy enough to have them. I don't think I'm capable of attaining that kind of person. Hell no. You are the one on the pedestal. You are the one that is so amazing, captivating. Anybody would be lucky to have a moment with you. How you see yourself is how other people will see you in turn. When you view yourself as the admirable prize, everyone will look at you as the admirable prize. And really think about it. Have you ever had the experience where someone really liked you, like they really, really liked you, like they were obsessed with you, but you didn't really like reciprocate that towards them, and you kind of, maybe you did like the attention for the time being, but you kind of looked at it as like, I would never date them, they're too clingy, they're too desperate. Do you see how that could come off? And I'm not saying that you affirming for your SP or working towards getting your SP is obsessive by any means. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying when you have that energy of being like, I need that person, like I physically need them so bad, like I can't function without them. That is like suffocating energy. Like that is not cute. Like if you've ever been on the receiving end of that, it's really not fun, trust me. Like it's I don't know, it just kind of off-putting because you're like, damn, why are you so clingy? Like, give me my space, please. One of the most attractive qualities you could have is I don't give a mentality. Like, dude, when you have that, oh my God, it's like you're so nonchalant about everything. You're just go with the flow. You're like, you can love me for who I am or you can't. Like, take me as I am. Like, when you have that, people are magnetized to that. They love it. They literally eat that up. It's the complete opposite of the clingy need, me, I need that, I need that. It's the whatever. If I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. Like, if you could get to that point, girl or boy, like that is top tier attractive ass energy. And like I said, let me emphasize this again. I'm not saying that affirming for your SP or wanting them indicates that you're being obsessive. That's two completely different things. But if you're looking at them as this godlike figure sitting on a freaking throne and you're literally acting like a peasant that's sitting at their feet, no, we're not gonna let that happen. If that's what's going on right now, we're gonna stop that. Literally, as soon as this video is done, no, not even now, you're gonna tell yourself, I am the high and almighty man or woman sitting on the throne. I am the king or queen, and everyone else is revolving around me. I am the sun. I am the universe. I am literally the most amazing, most perfect human being on this earth. And I don't care how far-fetched that sounds. Even if you don't believe that in your head, tell yourself that. If you tell yourself that enough times, you will start to think that. You will start to act that way. Your demeanor will change and the way people treat you will change. The more love and adoration you shower yourself with, the more people will reflect that back to you. People will only show up the way you expect them to show up, and the way you view yourself is how they will view you. And not only will SP come crawling back, don't be surprised if people from the past start showing up. Don't be surprised if you're walking in the middle of the street and people just can't help but stop and do a double take. Because you showered yourself in all that love, admiration, adoration. Like, you know you're the prize. You know you're literally the best of the best. You know you're literally an icon. And people can't help but notice that. Everything you say and think will make you so magnetic. People around you will literally be like, what kind of magic wand does this human have? What kind of magic wand does he or she have? Our mind is magic. Let me tell you, our mind is literally a giant mirror. What you see up here dominantly, what your predominant thoughts are, will be pushed out. And that's a guarantee. If you view yourself as ugly, shy, insecure, that's exactly how people will view you. You can't hide that. Like, if that's like what you predominantly think about yourself, you will literally show up in that way. But when you view yourself as a confident, high value king or queen, that too is how people are going to view you. When you change your inner dialogue, when you change the way you speak about yourself, people on the outside will see that. Like, it'll be reflected. Like, people will sense the change within you. No more self-deprecating jokes. No more putting yourself down to make other people feel better. I've always hated that. I literally cannot stand that. And especially now, like, knowing how powerful our words are, why would you put yourself down to make someone feel better or just to make yourself the butt of the joke? Like, that is just sad. It's actually sad. Like, don't do it. Please, I beg you, do not do that. That's like, if there's one thing to not do, it's that. And whenever you have a thought about either yourself or SP or just honestly anything in general, if you have a thought and you think to yourself, Would I be okay with this manifesting? Would I be okay with this showing up in my reality? If the answer is yes, perfect. Keep thinking that thought. Sit in it for longer. Think more thoughts like that. You're on the right track. But if it's the complete opposite and you're like, hell no, I literally would not want this thought to manifest, then stop. Change the thought, flip the script, change it into something you would want to see. It might not be every single thought that we have manifest, but the one that is predominantly in our mind, the ones that are dominant thoughts, are the ones that will manifest. Those are the ones that we will be pushed out into our reality. Become so aware that any unwanted negative thoughts don't go unnoticed. And this does take practice, but that's why by you retraining your mind, by you saying affirmations, by you changing your inner dialogue, having more positive self-talk, these thoughts of negativity and unwanted thoughts will be less and less frequent. And I know I mentioned earlier inner dialogue affirmations, but this is how you should be starting your morning, ending the day, and several times throughout the day. And just the inner dialogue, monologue that you have in your head. You might not be conscious of it, but you're always having conversations, either first, second, third person, whatever, in your head. When you're thinking to yourself about yourself, it should be you showering yourself in amazing, loving things, saying, I am beautiful, I am radiant, I am captivating, I am magnetic, I am literally the man or woman who has it all. Anything and everything that I touch turns into pure gold. I am the best of the best. I am the best at anything and everything that I do. I love and adore myself. I am obsessed with myself, so everyone else around me is obsessed with me. I love and adore myself, and everyone loves and adores me even more, especially SP. And notice how, honestly, the majority of this video didn't even mention SP. It's because the majority of the work that needs to be done is within, especially with the thing I had you do in the beginning about how you view yourself in relationships and how you view yourself in general. Once you work on that, like when you do that inner work, everything else will fall into place. People will change the way they view you. Everyone is you pushed out. There's no exception to that. And one of my most successful clients, oh my God, I don't want to mention her name, but boo, you know who you are. I've complimented her self-concept so many times because even before we fully started working one-on-one, she gave me some background and I told her, I was like, girl, your self-concept is already so amazing. Like, obviously we added some tweaks, whatever, here and there, but her self-concept to start was so amazing that it catapulted every other manifestation. Like, everything else was literally a cakewalk. And the little exercise that I had you guys do at the beginning, you could do that with any other topic and it'll work the same way. Everything stems from your self-concept. I know other coaches might say otherwise. I know people may agree or disagree. This is just based off my experience. This is based off my client's experience. This is based on trial and error. And this is what works for me and the people that I have helped. If this doesn't resonate with you, that's completely okay. You're free to have any opinion that you want. And in the end, law of assumption is what you assume and expect to be true will be true for you. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Be sure to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for my next one.